Hello, another Pop Hummer Badlands. This time we are actually doing the championship. Yes, we are actually now doing the championship, and we're going to be starting up with Arizona. So let's get straight into it. Even says Arizona right there. That's nice. And yes, we can actually choose our vehicle here. We can choose any of the vehicles we've unlocked, and that we already have unlocked. And of course, we want to have one that we can customize because it's a race. This is actually a race. It's not like all this other bullshit. We are versing against other cars, so going for these new cars, not a smart idea. So I need something that's very good in a lot of regards, and I think this car might do the trick. So yeah, let's begin the championship of Arizona.
The Hoover Dam, completed in 1936, still the second highest dam in America and a monumental start to the Arizona International event. Go up to the branch in the road. Go left and risk the bottleneck, or take the right, where there might be less to get in your way. It's a small but speed-sucking river crossing. Exit with a good line to the upcoming bend, then climb back up to the dam bridge, then hit it with a sprint to the finish.
They're trying so hard to make it sound badass. Anyway, here's the CPU. The CPU is weird. The CPU is really weird. And holy shit, the turning is a bit weird too. I thought that increasing turning would make this go a lot better, but no. In fact, this has now made turning very shit. So I need to have less turning points in order to have good turning. That's interesting. Not only that though, but yeah, even with my shitty turning, the CPU can't really catch up to me because I am going fairly fast. But yeah, as you can tell, it's like right now they're pretty shit. You know, they're very slow. You can easily outrun them in any fucking Hummer. So yeah, pretty piss poor CPU right now. But there is more to the CPU, and it's mainly because of how weird they are. Like, you won't notice it this part, but trust me, it'll happen like right after this championship, in fact, where you're going to see some of the weirdest shit with the CPU and how the game actually makes them act. I mean, right now, you can see that they're extremely slow and shit and never gonna catch up to you. But they will get a bit weird on going between not being able to catch up, being very slow at grandma snail pace, or being so fucking difficult that even with the best setting, the computer can still somewhat cheat. Yeah. That is literally what we'll be expecting, but it's not going to happen right now. Right now, the difficulty curve will actually increase in like a bit of a slow but a noticeable pace. And, you know, that's good. That's pretty good. But that just makes this championship the best because it's the one where the progression of difficulty is actually not fucking stupid. Whereas in the other 4 championships, and yeah, I've actually already been in the game, so this post-commentary is very nicely going to let you know that, you know, this is going to be some absolute fucking bullshit. Also, there was a thing that was flying right above me there. I don't know what that was, but there was that. And yeah, as you can see, look, if this was a drift game, this drifting around the way I have it right now would actually be really fucking cool. It might actually help me out, but yeah, it's not helping me out at all in a freaking race, and I have done the wrong thing with the turning. Which, good thing that I am doing pretty much the easiest of the bunch. Thank fuck for that. And that I don't have to worry too much about losing, knocking first place and getting second instead or whatever, uh, because of my fucking turning. Because luckily the CPU throughout this entire championship is gonna be kind of shit compared to, the rest of our speed, acceleration at least. I mean, they can do better at turns, they can actually catch up a bit from the turning, but other than that, as you can see, they're not even on the fucking map anymore. We don't even know where they are anymore. And, yeah. So, that is the first race done. And in case you're wondering, every championship has about 5 rounds. So, this was the first round. And we have won it with a first place. Yay. So, that was it for the first round of the championship. We have 4 more. The next one, actually, I'm going to spoil right now. All of them are going to be this area. So, yeah. Get ready, get used to it. Oh, and I disabled auto save because I can. So, 10 points, 6 points, 4 points, and 2 points. Clark, Foss, and Johnson. Well, let's go in the second race.
Welcome to Arizona International. This circuit is short, but a real challenge from the start, with a tight, twisting section that leads to the Canyon Tunnel. Out of the tunnel, then left, then brace yourself for the river crossing. It's small, but that loss of traction and speed means you're gonna need a controlled exit for the next bend. Leave the water behind you, and it's flat out on the straight to the finish line.
So, yeah, this is another simple one. And, yeah, here's that music again. Sadly, this shit's getting muted because guess what? The fucking songs are copyrighted! Yay! Fuck you! This is gonna be so annoying to know this shit and actually, like, mute it separately in every video. Whatever. I don't mind, because this is that song where it just goes thing and it's just annoying as fuck. So honestly, I'm better off just mute it anyway. This does mean, however, that you're going to get some sad news with this shit, and you will have to deal with just my voice. But that's fine. It's not like the sound effects are any better. And in case you're wondering, it's a short one. There are a lot of short ones, as you well already know for time trial, because that's what. These are all tracks we've already done. There's nothing new in this one. It's literally the same shit. Actually, if you can just faintly hear right now, you might be able to hear the actual game. Yeah, I might actually do that. I might actually screw with YouTube and have it be very silent but still noticeable, and my voice just overpowers the fuck out of it so that no one can actually figure that out unless I actually say it, which I did, but they won't watch this video. So, fuck them. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish this lap right now, because seriously, you've already seen this. Like, this is actually kind of getting a bit dull now, having to see me do the same tracks twice. That's not very fun, honestly. But we have to. And we are dealing with CPUs, which doesn't really add anything to this. At least we don't have to worry about a time trial. We don't have to worry about checkpoints and shit. I mean, the best we can go for is a best lap, but who gives a shit about best laps? We're just here to race. Like, fuck the best lap. And that is actually it for the second race. Because we have beaten it again in a first place manner. Yay. So, now we're done with that, it's now time to go ahead and begin the next race. By the way, Clark, Foss, and Johnson, you are not doing very good so far. You need to up your game. And, yeah. Our max score is 50 points, by the way, so just keep note of that.
Starting on the bridge of the Hoover Dam itself, this Arizona International Circuit takes you through a couple of hairpins right down to the valley floor. Go through the tunnel, bear left, and then it's power on through that mean stretch of undulating track. Climb up from the valley floor through a series of twisting turns, heading for the bridge, with a final dash through the power plant and then on to the finish line.
And there you go. So,
3, 2,
now it's time for the next race, in which it's gonna be the same shit. I'm being serious. Well, I guess not exactly the same shit. I did say the difficulty is gonna, increase a bit. Not by much, but a bit. And at this point, you'll actually be starting to notice it, because these guys are actually somewhat catching up to me. Somewhat. It's mainly because of my turning being shit, though. But still, they're doing their best. They are actually improving. But that adds the question, how the fuck? I mean, we can't actually do anything to our Hummer throughout the entire championship. But for some reason, the CPU can. They can, do whatever they want to their Humvees, and, that'll be fine. I can't, though. I have to stick with what I got, and that sucks. Because these guys, they can get a lot better from their last race, and I don't even know why they're allowed to do that. All I know is that they are, and we have to deal with it. And we can. We can, because we are still faster than them, and we are still able to outrun them. Just not as well as we could the last two races, because they have improved. And that is going to be a theme throughout this entire championship run of these 5 last parts. Yes, by the way, these are the last parts. This is the last mode, so after the championship, that's the end of this Let's Play. So yeah, only 5 parts remain. This is one of them. So get ready. This will end soon. But right now, let's just worry more about taking care of this shit. It is funny though how this Let's Play will end in January. Seriously, this is no wait. Actually, it will end in January. It'll be 16 days, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, this is interesting. How it's such a short Let's Play, and yet it's not short enough to be called a short play. It's double the length of a short play part, sadly. But yeah, this is the entire game, really. This is the main game. Actually, this is actually what you'll be mainly doing, the championship. Everything else is a side project, really. This is the main fucking feast. Not really fulfilling, isn't it? Not a really good feast. It's kind of stupid and dull, and the CPU sucks. So yeah, that was it for this race, and yeah, now we'll go on to round 4, which, by the way, I want you to have a look at the points right now when we get to them, because the points say this. Now, if I were to get one more first place, the CPU, not a single opponent, can actually beat me. So, that's neat.
Welcome to Arizona Round 4. This circuit takes you from the foothills through the desert to the heights of the Hoover Dam. Take a right through the deep river crossing, following that tricky Red Canyon Road. Then it's a long, steep, twisting drive to reach the very top of the canyon. Use your skill to get a good line through the tanks and pipework of the hydroelectric plant to set up a good approach for the twisting descent. Then it's a rolling, twisting stretch along the valley floor to the finish line.
And thus we begin round 4.
3, 2,
And yeah, the only way I can actually, like, not get first and actually lose this championship right now is if I get last about twice. Like, if I get, maybe a third twice, I might be able to actually win this. But for the most part, though, yeah, not really. Hell, if I get second twice, I've won either. So, and if I get second and third, I win. So, basically, there's not much of a, you know, bridging path for these guys now. There's not much of a chance of them actually beating me, considering that one guy has to win twice, and I have to get very low scores in these last two races, or else I'm gonna win this regardless. So, yeah. That is, however, if the CPU actually sticks to their placements throughout the entire 5 races. That being that one guy is second every single race. He is not going to get second in every single race. Which means that the chances of him actually, you know, beating me and getting first in the remaining races here, if I don't get first, yeah, not happening. Not really happening. That chance is very, very slim, which means I'm pretty much good to go on winning this entire freaking championship with absolutely no need to worry. So yeah, this is a pretty shit fucking championship, really. If you win 3 times, you are basically near impossible to beat, unless the CPU can pull out a fucking miracle, which they almost never do. You win. Doesn't matter what you get, you will win, as long as you get first in 3 races out of the 5 races in the championship. Last 2 you can just sit around and do nothing. You can get last in last 2, and as long as Divine Adventure doesn't happen, like, seriously, if these motherfuckers, if that one motherfucker at second can actually get first twice in his last 2 races, he'll win, but the chances of that are very slim. So, like, you wouldn't take that chance, really, but if you really wanted to, because you didn't give a shit about this game, it's most likely gonna happen. You're not gonna get like a second place or whatever. You are actually gonna get first place, considering the CPU is actually pretty shit in this game. And the chances of match getting first twice, one guy at least, is very small. So you can relax, really. But yeah, that's it for the 4th race. And that means we only have 1 race left, because guess what? We will have basically won this now. There's no point in, like, winning the 5th race, because if you win first in all 4, you are unstoppable. You are unbeatable in this championship. They might as well just admit defeat and just fucking give up. Seriously, you win. The gold cup is yours. And yeah, that's what happens here. I actually won this race, and thus, because I got 40 points, we are now in that zone where there is absolutely no chance in hell of the CPU beating me. Doesn't matter if you get last either, they can't get to 40. So, there you go. And let's see, did he do it? No, he actually got fucking 3rd. So, I could have actually lost that race, and he would have gone 2nd. Yeah. Yeah, I win. Regardless of what happened in this race next, I've won this.
Arizona Round 5. Starting at the base of the valley, it's a winding stretch of dirt road before that long, hot climb to the top of the canyon. You've 2 routes to choose from. Either way, steer clear of the pipes, barrels, and cones that can slow you down as you charge through the hydroelectric plant. Over the span of the bridge, and then it's a long, fast, winding descent over rough terrain, down through the canyon till you reach the mouth of the tunnel. Then it's a final dash through the tunnel to the finish line.
I love how it's trying to actually load the preview thing there. That's kind of funny, honestly. And yeah, sadly, this is the last race. After this, the championship's over. So, yeah. This has been Arizona, people. This entire small area. Like, there's not much, huh? There's really not much. This is all 5 tracks of Arizona. This is the entire course set of Arizona. This is all they could actually think up of for this entire track. It's so short that at one point it's just a fucking reverse of one of the tracks you already made, and that's it. So, they didn't really try. They didn't really try in this one. They threw a whole bunch of shit, and so it stuck. And Arizona, that was the one that they had to make sure that stuck, because they had no fucking clue. With everything else, though, there's enough room, there's enough breathing room, to actually have some more than fucking, 3 tracks, really? Like, they could think of 5. But this? No, not really. This one is pretty shit, to be honest. But you know what's worse? In every single championship, the very last race is 5 laps. So far, we've only done 3. Now we're doing 5. Like, that's just padding. I get what you're trying to do here, though. This is your supposed shortest of the tracks. I can argue this is not, because of the best laps I've made throughout a few other tracks and shit, compared to this, but let's say this is the shortest track in Arizona, okay? Is it okay to actually have this be given 5 laps, and all the other short Arizona tracks do not get 5 laps too? Basically, the only reason they added 5 laps is because it's the last race, and we might as well have it go on a bit more longer than 3 laps. We might as well make sure the player actually spends more time playing our game than what we actually give them just 3 laps only. So, last race, in order to actually win, you have to spend 5 laps going through this one track. And this can last you up to 5 minutes, up to about 10. Yeah, to 5-10 minutes. So, yeah. This is a very fucking long thing, okay? And this can be extremely boring. And yeah, they do this on every championship. Every single championship is 4 normal races, 4 3-lap races, and the 5th one, the final one, is 5 laps long, and is tedious and boring as fuck. And the CPU sucks in every single final race. Every single one of them. I had to check. I really did. I had to check for this shit. In every single final round of the championships, in any championship, the 5th and final round with the 5 laps, the CPU is shit. They are extremely easy to outrun and get past. Meanwhile, they decide to make things difficult in the other fucking races where there are 3 laps. Like, I think they fucked up at some point in their thought process, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt and just say that maybe they did this on purpose for a relatively smart reason. What was the smart reason? Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. The only thing I can think of when it comes to why I did this is because we have to elongate the game. This game is a bit too short. Let's add 2 more extra laps to every final round of the championships so that they can spend at least about another half an hour playing this game. That is what I think when it comes to the thought process of this fucking game. But hey, we've done it. We've beaten Arizona. We have won the Golden Cup of Arizona. So what's our reward for actually completing Arizona and doing better than everyone else in every single regard, including the points? We actually get California. So next time on Hummer Badlands, we're going back to the championship, and we'll be doing the second championship, Peru. And by the way, it says completed now. That's nice. But yeah, next time I'll be going to Peru. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.